Chapter 7, Lesson 2. The United States and Mexico at War. It is a hazy morning in the Gulf Coast town of Eninola. What's that wonderful smell? Cake? You hurry downstairs. Your mother and brother are busily working in the kitchen. What's going on, you ask, in your native German. Your mother stops to brush flour off her hands. Today is the first day of a new year, 1846, she says. Only 10 years ago, Texas fought to become its own nation. Then, only a few days ago, Texas became the 28th state. Those are good reasons to bake a cake, you think? After all, how would your family know that another war is about to break out? Boundary disputes. Many U.S. citizens felt that the country had a right to expand or spread out. The Mexican government refused to give up northern Mexico, known as Texas. U.S. President James K. Polk wanted to buy Mexico's northern land. Mexican officials were not interested. Mexico and the United States also disagreed over the boundary between the two countries. A boundary is a line that separates one place from another. Mexico claimed that the Nueces River was the boundary. The United States said it was the Rio Grande. Soon, President Polk sent troops led by General Zachary Taylor marching towards the Rio Grande. In April 1846, Mexican soldiers defeated the U.S. soldiers in a skirmish, or minor battle. President Polk asked the U.S. Congress to declare war on Mexico. On May 8, 1846, a major battle began at Palo, Alto. It would be our first battle of a new year. Texas and the United States in 1846. The Mexican War. On May 13, 1846, the U.S. Congress declared war on Mexico. This war became known in the United States as the Mexican War. Some Americans were against the war, but many Texans were ready to fight. They remembered what other conflicts with Mexico. They wanted to put an end to Mexico's threats. Other Texans were moved to fight by posters that they saw "To Arms." One read one of the posters. It offers 160 acres of land to those who are willing to volunteer. Even the Texas Rangers joined the war. They were a group of volunteers who officially formed to defend the Republic of Texas in 1835. Because they knew local geography so well, they made good scouts. They were also fierce fighters. In spite of many U.S. battle victories, the war dragged on. In November 1846, the U.S. government sent a writer, Jane McManus Casno, to Mexico City. The government wanted her to help seek peace with Mexico. Casno failed to win a peace agreement, but she succeeded as the only female newspaper reporter in the Mexican War. In the fall of 1847, General Winfield Scott led the U.S. Army and 6 Rangers into Mexico City. His soldiers captured Mexico's capital city. At last, it was time to talk about peace. The Battle of Palo Alto with General Zachary Taylor. He later became the 12th President of the United States. A treaty is signed. Leaders from the United States and Mexico met in the village of Guadalupe, Hidalgo, near Mexico City. On February 2, 1848, they signed the treaty that ended the war. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was a written agreement stating that the Rio Grande was the border of Texas. It also gave the United States more than 500,000 square miles of land. This land included present-day California, Nevada, and Utah, as well as parts of Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Wyoming. In return, the United States paid Mexico $15 million. Finally, peace with Mexico had come.